Okay, so we're going to talk about how to create your own stamp. Now, most things that you kind of like look around can stamp, okay? So for example, I was kind of playing around with before was just taking a regular, play block, and I put some rubber bands on it, and I just tried stamping, okay? Which it came out. It was able to actually create that, okay? I could also take the end of an eraser, okay? And if I do that, I can add stamps that way too, okay? So there's lots of things that are already, out there that can be made into stamps, okay? So we got that. Now, the ink that we're going to be using, okay, is water soluble, okay? This means that it is great with coming out with water, hot water actually, and you will be using the hot water to clean this, okay? Now, how to create your own stamp using like this. So what I did was I just took a regular block and I put rubber band on it, okay? Now, you will be adding your ink, and it's a little bit. Now this is a lot right now because I've been doing lots of different prints with this, but the amount that you want to use is very small. Basically open up the cap, okay, and just press down a little bit of glob, and that's all you really need, okay? You don't need a lot. That's wonderful about this, type of medium. And it is water soluble, so that means it kind of reacts with water. So I could actually rehydrate this, okay, and I could probably use some of this right here and kind of create a stamp with this, okay? Now, I'm going to show you how to create another way of a stamp, okay? So, here we go. Another way of creating a stamp, all right, is by taking a regular, actually I need this, styrofoam plate. Now you probably have created these in the past where you draw into it, you put ink all over it and you stamp this. But here's another way, okay? So what I did was I took a pen, or kind of like you could do dull, whatever, and I pressed it down because I don't want to do it. I want to make this like a star. So like more like a snowflake, I guess. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to cut this out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create my own stamp from this, okay? So how that's going to look, all right? Now, right now I have some things that are going on here. I can actually, take this and change it up and make all these different lines in here, okay? So here, here, here. This one needs to be pointed, okay? So now how is this going to be put on here? Okay, all I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of regular glue, okay? Take this, and I'm just going to put it on this thing, okay, on the block. Now, this is probably one of the weaker glues that we have, okay? So this is not going to be a permanent thing, so I can easily take this off later. Okay, so let's come back over here, and I'm going to actually use some stamp with this. All right, I want to use some gray, okay? So I'm going to add some of that. Came out kind of clear, which is not really good, okay? And most of my brayer here is kind of red, so I'm going to use a different one. Okay, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to make this, roll this out nice and thin, okay? And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my block, which I just created, okay, and I'm going to press into it. And I can create my stamp, okay? Now let's say I'm going to mix some color with this, okay? I can place it all over the place, okay? So you can see I'm kind of like building this up. Now we're going to be making, you will be creating a mixed media project. What I would suggest is when you do stamping, you might want to do it at the end, okay? Toward the, the end, so you can actually on top of it, or this might be part of your base as you're kind of creating that background for your project, okay? Now, as you can see, they're not the world's best stamps that I've got going on because I need a little bit more. Let's see. I wonder if that will do a little bit better. Oh, that's actually probably better. As you can see, better coverage here makes it a lot better. This works. Okay, so that's how to create your own stamp, and when you're done, honestly, you could take this and you can throw this away, or if someone else wants to happily use it, we can definitely use that too, okay? Remember, when you're done, hot water will definitely wash off things.